Hi, my name is Susan Gennaro, and I was in the third cohort of the Ignatian Colleagues Program. And today I would like to speak about my understanding of Jesuit formation, and I would also like to discuss a little bit about how my being involved in the ICP program really made a difference to my being an educator in a Catholic and Jesuit institution. So I have to start by saying I went to Lemoyne College, and so when I graduated at 22, I had experienced formative education, and I do think that my view of the world was changed, and I really came to understand the importance of having a global perspective, of realizing that God loved all of us the same, that we needed to work collaboratively in this world so that resources were shared more fairly, since God does love everyone, and to think about how I could help people as I was educating them as either as a nurse or as a nursing educator, using Ignatian pedagogy to start where people were, to assess and to walk with them on a path as they were discerning for how they wanted things to be different. So I had a background, but when I entered the Ignatian colleague program, it really had a large impact on me because I had to then think, well, I've been an educator in a lot of different places, in the South, in the North, in the Ivy League, in lots of different kinds of schools. Here I am at a Catholic and Jesuit institution, and how is what I'm going to be doing different? And so, for example, I've been involved in a lot of global programs, but I had to really stop and think, how are global programs for students from Boston College different? And I think they are different. I think they're different because we've really stopped to think about not only where are we sending our students and what are their experiences when they get there, but how do we ensure that there are meaningful ways for them to discern about what they're experiencing, to reflect on what they're experiencing, to read things that help them to answer very important and difficult questions. Why do I have so much when others have little? What is my responsibility as a human being on this earth? Those are really things that we don't always spend time thinking about and that are really vital. I also think that those same kinds of how is what I'm doing different because I'm at a Catholic and Jesuit institution came to be very important as we were looking at how do we take apart some of the structural racism that exists in the world today. How do we ensure that we have a inclusive community that we're helping to build so that we are the best that we can all be? How do we, as educators, think about our end product so that we have students who are global citizens, who have accountability as a global citizen, who are inclusive, and who do understand the importance of community? One of the things I really learned early on as I was being formed as a college student was that trying to separate people out and thinking, oh, I'm an American, so I must be great, or I'm a woman, so I must be great, or I'm a whatever, so I must be great, isn't really helpful, because all those people who are different are great too. And God was smart and made us all, and so how is it that I am able to honor us all and to take delight in learning from other people and being with other people, even when sometimes being with other people is heartbreaking, because it is heartbreaking to go to places where children have diseases that they don't have in first world countries, or where terrible political things have happened. The world is a tough place, and that ability to discern and to think about your place in the world is something that I think we give to our students and is very important. I joined the Ignatian Colleague program, and it really helped me to think about how I was going to do things differently because this was a Jesuit and Catholic institution. It also helped give me resources, not only the readings and all of the things that I learned through the program, but people. So in my cohort, I was very pleased to be learning with John Zona, who is in charge of BC's endowment, and Michael Sacco, who works with Mission and Ministry. And both of them continue to be people that I might not have otherwise met, and people who are very happy to help me in my ability to move forward as an educator. And for the past 13 years as the dean, now just as an educator. So I was delighted, for example, to be able to talk with John Zona about how we needed to think about finances and BC and our place in the world. I was delighted to talk to Michael Sacco about how, when we started to think that we would like to have retreats for our students who were telling us they didn't all know each other, and we really wanted them to realize the importance of their BC education and how we were different from other places, how Mission and Ministry helped us to develop retreats for our sophomore students that we call scrubs, for our graduate students that we call vitals, that have really helped them to discern and think, in them being our students, in very different ways about what being a Boston College student and then graduate means. So wonderful to have the resources of the program and also the people resources so that I could be the best educator I could be, and so that I could understand the real value and gift that the Ignatian Colleague program brought to me. I hope this makes some sense and is helpful to someone. It has been a true joy. Thanks.